Welcome to the White Knight Rises. Trimmed completionist requirement, which requires you to kill 1,300 Black Knights. As for the requirements, this is optional, and that would be the Wild Gothic Sleeps quest, along with having either a Dwarf Cannon or an Adak Coil. Keep in mind, in this video I am using a Dwarven Siege Cannon, which has a chance of one hitting the Knights, in which case this is how you get the most maximum amount of kills per hour. Before we actually start anything, you can go to your quick chat, click on F, S for Slayer kills, and then the number 8 to see how many Black Knights you have actually killed. Some additional items you will need is either magic for killing the ones in Taverley dungeon, or melee, killing it in a secret place which very few people actually go to nowadays. It does have to have cannonballs and a combat bracelet. If you do have the Master Archaeology outfit, you are able to actually teleport. Once you have the full set, go to collections, and we'll be going to option 4 is aura. So we'll go there. If you do not have the outfit, you can simply use the Dungeoneering cape, teleport to the Blue Dragon Resource Dungeon, and then just run south, as this is within the Taverley dungeon. So it's a bit of a run, honestly. So once we're here, and again, I'll be using the magic style for this part. Once you're here, you want to place your Dwarven Siege Cannon right there. Stand on it and just fire. Compared to the normal Dwarf Cannon, this siege has a chance right there to one hit the Black Knights, which greatly speed up your kill because they do have a respawn timer of a whopping 5 seconds. The Dwarf Cannon regular won't be able to one-shot them, so this is for like the maximum amount of kills. And since we only get 1,300 Black Knights for this task should take you, granted you are pretty much just AFKing it, you're not manually clicking any evolution bar or nothing. I do have Corruption Blast at the top of my bar, so it automatically aggroes it, but as you see, the cannon is pretty much like killing them before they even get to me. In which case, sometimes I barely have a chance to do 4 or a 5th ability bar on my action bar. Now, on average, this should take you about 27 minutes and 30 seconds. You can speed this up by manually paying attention and attacking the Black Knights. The choice is up to you. Now, let's say you don't want to actually do these. There is a better method, and that will require the full elite black outfit, which is just the helmet, plate body, and plate legs. With your combat bracelet, we'll be teleporting to the Edgeville Monastery. For this portion, you will need to have completed or started the Wild Gothic Sleeps quest. So, let's make our way to the Black Knight Fortress. You could also teleport here from the Edgeville Lodestone and then just make your way west. For this setup, we will be using melee with an Adak Coil. So make your way to the Black Warrior Fortress, and then open the gates. Once inside, immediately click on the west ladder. Go south, climb down the trapdoor, and we will be going north. jump over the bridge, although you have to get closer to it. Go northeast. And we will be climbing up the wall. As for your revolution bar, I have Cleave, Hurricane, Quake, and then I have Greater Fury, although you could use Smash or Slice in this place. Once you're here, place your Ada coil right here. Step underneath it, load it, and now we just AFK. They will actually pray like Tormented Demons do, but since we're using a melee weapon and a magic cannon, we have both styles at the same time. The only issue technically here is that these do have a 27-second respawn timer. But to make up for that, each kill counts as 3 Black Knights. And since there's 3, you can get a max of 37 score kills technically at a time, since they do have a slow respawn timer. But oddly enough, since I've been testing this location and the Black Knights in the Taverley dungeon, the Taverley is 27 minutes and 30 seconds. Killing these elite Black Knights takes you at maximum 25 minutes. So those that want to save an extra 2.5 minutes, granted it did take a while to run here. So I mean the option is up to you. The good part is the Taverley dungeon uses a ton of cannonballs. This method does not use a lot of cannonballs, so if you are an iron player, you could save it, although it's easily possible to make the cannonballs back, since, I mean, they take no time whatsoever. Another good thing about this elite Black Knights is that 1, they're quicker, and 2, you do have a chance of getting the elite black helmet, plate body, or plate legs, which is pretty costly. I've been selling the helmets for slowly for 310k cash. I have yet to get the plate body and the plate legs, so it's kind of helps a little using the cannonballs. However, you use them super slow here, which I did find pretty interesting. And time to end off the guide on the White Knight Rises achievement. This is pretty much for players that want to go for speed, although you only save about 2 minutes, but it does take a while to earn here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, as it really does help